We are here. Hey, it's Kisha, your Fierce brand creator. And if you have followed my Instagram or Facebook posts on the Fierce page or personal page, this is what I was leading up to. But I will admit, I have been procrastinating. To have this conversation that I've been feeling like I needed to have. For those who care to hear, and some of you guys may be like, I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't follow Fierce. I don't know. I don't care. But I feel like I have an obligation to just, I guess, present it. Because there are so many people that have supported Fierce and supported me and supported some of the Fierce friends that have been involved in events and panel conversations and all the things, right? So being that you guys are my Fierce friends, I felt like as a friend, I should have this conversation, right? So if you have tuned in to the posts and the stories, and sorry, sometimes it took me forever to get to this point right here to give you all this conversation. Not just because I was procrastinating, but sometimes I'll post a post in the stories, and then it'll be like a day or two before I get to the next post because I was trying to do this progression of the story, but I don't be on social media that much. Life be life, and it was so much going on, and I just didn't have time to sit and do it. But we are here. So at the end of the day, if you support and you care, maybe you'll appreciate this or respect it. If you don't care, maybe you'll just listen just to see what was going on. Either way, I appreciate you. Thank you for joining me. All that being said, here's the tea, right? So, like I said, if you followed the post, or if you haven't, FIERCE Unapologetically, which is my women's motivational, inspirational brand, that this year in the summer will be 8 years, right? We started 8 years ago. The purpose initially was to, and I won't go into the whole spiel, but the purpose initially was just to do some graphic tees for some women. But with anything that I do, I don't ever do anything and it's just for fun or it's just to do that. But I knew I wanted it to be bigger than that. But God switched it up and was like, yeah, no. The purpose isn't just going to be graphic inspirational tees. The purpose is going to be to motivate and inspire women. And the tees was just a catalyst for it to start, right? We ended up doing events, give backs, panel conversations, personal conversations, live conversations on Instagram with a lot of dope people. We did the Fierce Pop Out. We did Fierce for the holidays every year. So it turned out to be more than what I could expect it to be. And for those who don't know me, I like to do things a little different. So yes, there's a lot of people around or in my city that do all kinds of events and do different things, but I wanted to do something a little different that was specific to the creativity that I had, right? So as the years went on, we did some great things. We had some great collaborations, some great supporters. We had some great events where we partnered with some great people. We were able to vend at the Black Women's Expo in Chicago. So we did some great things, some great experience. 2025, and probably before that, was just a little different for me. As I said in the post that I shared in the story, I am one of those people, I'm a planner. So along with Fierce, I also have an event planning company. Yes, it's an actual business. I don't always share everything that I do. Every client that I have, I've done stuff far and beyond, put it like that. And but as a planner, although I put the Lord at the top of everything that I do and say, hey, like even with the Fierce stuff, some of the things that we've done is because it dropped in my spirit. when I wasn't thinking about it, like the ideas, I'm like, oh, where'd that come from? Or it was like God telling me in an ever so soft way. And that was one specific event, our first Fierce for the Holidays, where I had so much going on, but God still said, yeah, and you're going to give back to women that need it, and you're going to pay for it, right? So that ended up being dope. But whatever it is, I always put God first. I always have a plan, pray about the plan, and move forward with it. But let's just say 2025, every plan I had, God was like, yeah, that's cute, but nope. Yeah, I know you probably thought I wanted you to do that, but nope. So my creativity, my ambition, I'm a super ambitious person. I've always been that way. That's a whole nother story for another day. But I've always been that way since I was younger, like, super independent, all that stuff, right? But I kind of lost some of my creativity, and I'll share that. I've lost some of my creativity. I didn't have the desire to do certain things anymore. I didn't have the desire to collab with certain people anymore. And not certain people, like specific people, but just certain groups of people or certain people that I've always supported, but didn't support me, and although I've always told Fierce friends, don't worry about the people that don't support you, worry about the people that do. Realistically, that you still feel that sometimes, right? But nevertheless, I just didn't have the ambition. I couldn't think of things to create for Fierce, and not just Fierce, some other stuff too. I couldn't think of things to create. I couldn't think of posts to do, like. And I said this on the first page in the past sometimes that I'll say, I was going to post something today, guys. I was going to go live or something, but I decided not to because I don't know what to say. Like, sometimes I just don't have any words. And you know what? That is okay. I got to be okay with it being okay that sometimes I didn't know what to say or encourage other people. And as I say in a lot of my posts, as a lot of the inspirational posts that I do or have done, I'm encouraging myself while I'm trying to encourage you guys, right? So, getting back to the story. 2025, ambition, creativity, it was just dissipating, right? It was dwindling. Life, transition, family, trying to make sure people are good, trying to help people win. I'm like, hey, can somebody come help me though? Can somebody come help me? It just got to be so much that I kind of took a step back. And not just a step back, I just kind of, when I say step back, I mean, I didn't have a plan, okay, for Fierce, like I usually do every year. I didn't have a plan. And I felt if I didn't get a rein on it soon, there wasn't going to be any Fierce, right? Now, as I mentioned in the Instagram story post trying to lead up to this conversation, I said it was actually 2 years ago. That one time where I was having these creativity stumps, and I was going to participate in this situation that also was like different and made me so hopeful that a part of me was like, God, am I really, can I really attain this thing that I'm gonna be a part of? And I had to just say, God, I'm leaving it up to you. I don't know about Fierce. I think when I get, because I went out of town, I said, I think when I get back, I'm gonna have to, come back, because people are always asking me, when is the next Fierce event? When is the next Fierce conversation? And I just said, I think when I come back, I'm gonna have to just pull back on Fierce or just shut Fierce down for a while. I said, God, it's in your hands. And what happened 2 days later was when Tabitha Brown posted our things, and we had a lot of support from that, a lot of new Fierce friends subscribing to the email and the channels and the social medias, and then we had a lot of merchandise orders, our Fierce gear, as I like to call it. So that was definitely God saying, yeah, not yet, because I was there, and then that happened, and like I said, Tabitha had she had our stuff for a while, so for her to post in that moment multiple times on multiple platforms, and not just post, feature our stuff, talk about it, shout Fierce out, timing, Jesus. So I stuck with Fierce for a while and still did some things, but underneath it was still that thing of, but I still don't know what to do. So as time went on, it was a wrap. So what am I saying? You may be like, hey, it's been a couple minutes. What are you saying? So basically, it's about to be our 8th year. We've done a lot. We've been founded on our Proverbs 31:30 scripture from jump, and that will never change. Every event, every conversation we've done, we've repped God, we repped what we believe in, we repped support and supporting other women, and encouraging women and supporting fierce men, dope men, and encouraging fierce women, as I like to say. And we've repped all that. But I think for a while, now this isn't, Fierce is not going anywhere. It's not done, because I do believe it's purposeful. I do believe that it's still bigger than us, and there will be another level we would get to. And I think sometimes people stay in things, attached to things for so long because they don't think, or maybe they forget that it can be another level for that. Or just because you have to step back for a season doesn't mean you can't come back. Just because you may have to maybe pull out of relationships with certain people for a minute, partnerships or whatever it may be, doesn't mean y'all can't come back together and make, things greater than what they used to. I think people forget that. So I do believe Fierce is purpose, right? But in any business, you have to evaluate. And if goals aren't being met, projections aren't being met, or just things aren't going the way that it planned, and you evaluate and you can't find another way, it's okay to not, to have to sit out for a minute. Just like in sports, and I don't know too much about sports, y'all, so I'm capping right here, but just like in sports, right? Certain people got to sit on the bench for a minute. They put somebody else in to, run the court, run the play, whatever the case may be. And then when you up a little bit, you get back in the game. So for Fierce, and some of my other businesses too, I ain't gonna lie, but for Fierce specifically, because that's what we're talking about, we are taking a break. Now, you may be like, well, you've been taking a break because you haven't really posted. No, when I say break, I'm not even attempting to plan anything for Fierce right now, right? I might not even be posting on the social media for a bit. Well, okay, I'm lying. Because sometimes I feel something in my spirit and I be like, or I see something, I hear something, I'm like, I gotta share this. Somebody needs to hear this. So I still may be doing stuff in stories. I might feel real good at some point and just be like, oh, I got a story to tell y'all. But I don't feel obligated to do it right now. I'm not holding on to the obligation, with any social media or business. Sometimes you feel like you got to be consistent because that's what they say for the algorithm and all that. You got to be consistent. You got to post 3-4 times a week. And I don't feel that obligation right now. And I don't want to have that obligation until I can do what I need to do to get that juice back, right? So I can be able to pour and not feel like I'm pouring something that I don't even want, right? Why would I give you something that I don't want? Why would I give you an encouraging word when I really don't feel it? Or if I really don't mean it or whatever. So that's where I am at in this season. The business aspect is what people don't understand. A lot of what I've done for Fierce has come out of pocket, right? There, of course, have been some things that we've got some sponsorship for, and we were able to make some funds to pour back into the business. But because I feel like Fierce is purpose, I would do it whether the money wasn't there or not, right? So if you saw the post I was put in the story, I mentioned some things, but I said this isn't about the money. But of course, money helps make things run, right? So it's not even just about the money. It's about the creativity. It's about having the desire to. It's about leveraging how and when and who. Because, of course, there are a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff that you guys don't know that happened with collaborations and different things that also factor into this. And I'm like, okay, look, certain people or certain venues or certain things, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I need to reevaluate that because that didn't leverage me in a good way, or that hurted us in this way, or we did so much, or we set up and did so much merch for a particular event and it didn't go the way we planned, and the people said these many people were going to be there, but that's not what happened. So it's just all these factors. And even though I would do Fierce, whether out of my pocket or not, for however long I had to, you gotta be realistic. And there are some other things that need my focus more than Fierce, that need my investment and things of that sort more than Fierce, so it can set me up so I can do more for Fierce and be okay with it, right? What does that mean? Yeah, we're at the end. That means don't stop supporting. Don't stop supporting. Don't stop. You can go back to social media pages there. Don't stop sharing the post, the previous post, liking the post, commenting on the post. Don't stop being inspired by something we shared or something we said. Don't stop listening to some of the YouTube videos about business, about the fibroid journey. Child, listen, okay, real quick aside. When I come back to talk about that fibroid journey that me and the lovely ladies, Taffy and Candace, talked about on the YouTube channel, when we talk about an update, listen, okay? I will say recently I've heard so many people, just like I think yesterday when I was on social media, it was a couple people who talked about their fibroids and they just had surgery or they thinking about surgery. And I'm like, yeah, and that's why we need to share it. Because before that, I didn't hear a lot of people from my city, like maybe around the world and stuff like that, but my city talk about it. So yeah, don't give up on that. Watch the videos on YouTube, comment, share, like. I do believe as God is the foundation of everything I do. When you rest, when you sit, when you pull back, you give him the opportunity to re-download into you, right? To give you something new, to give you something fresh, and trying to always keep up with the Joneses, as they call it. Always stay on top of things. Always do an event because other people are doing an event. Always do a panel conversation because other people are doing it. Trying to have a podcast, because I consider that too, because you feel like that's what you should be doing. When you sit and be like, okay, God, I know you're allowing me to do whatever I want for the most part with certain things, because he gives us, he directs us, but he gives you the free will to, like, hey, I trust you with that, so go and have a party, go and have a panel conversation. Although you're allowing me to do what I want with it, I don't want to do that. I still just want to, just tell me what to do, because I'm tired, okay? So as we are sitting and waiting for re-download, refreshing, reconnection for Fierce moving forward, new event ideas, new collaborations, new partnerships on a grander scale, because it's still bigger than us. When I say grander, I don't mean it costs more. I don't mean it's in a bigger venue. I just mean maybe the impact is grander, the vision is grander. As I'm waiting for that, still stay connected. Right now, as I mentioned in the Instagram post, we don't have a website because there was some stuff behind that and they deactivated my website. But we will have a website soon. So when you see an email from us, if you're subscribed to the email list, know it's us. And if I say, hey, go to this post and like it so I know you got the email or whatever, make sure you open the emails, because those get analyzed in our analytics, so we know you're still there. There's no merch available for purchase right now, but when we come back, listen. One thing I love that God put in me, when I do have the creativity and ambition and all that, is this fire to find something different to do, this fire to not do it how everybody else do it, in this level, this standard level that I have that might not be as great as some others might do it, but might be greater than what some others are doing, but it's still my standard. So although I could put $100 in to do the event, because we don't have to do it in a way that is cute and fierce and pretty and memorable and comfortable and all the things. So it may cost $1,000. I'm just giving an example, right? And I won't apologize for that. And I'll just leave that there. I will be sensible in it, but I know what the Lord told me when I'm doing something that I say dropped in my spirit, or He told me. I don't just say to God told me something when He didn't. Because half of the stuff He tell me ain't directly from His voice, if you know the Lord. Sometimes it's through people, sometimes it's through messages, sometimes it's through things you see or whatever, right? So when we do come back and we do have a fresh vision, get ready, because it is going to be marvelous. So all that being said, it's not over. Fierce will be around, but we are taking a rest without obligation. That's what it is. I am going to share into the story some old or some previous stuff from Fierce. Just, enjoy it. Some entertainment, some past events, conversations, inspirational posts I did and other people did. So enjoy that. So that'll be shared throughout, maybe, for a while. But that's about it for now. So this is not goodbye. This is see you later, okay? Thank you all for supporting Fierce, and get ready. And while you're still supporting us, thank you all for supporting Fierce. Make sure you stay inspired and motivated from yourself or from somebody else that you trust and you believe, but most importantly, from God, because we won't apologize for that, for repping Him all the time. But stay encouraged, stay inspired, stay fierce, step out of your comfort zone, do something different, travel and see the world, and be nice to people you normally wouldn't be nice to, and give compliments to people that you normally wouldn't give a compliment to, and help someone that you normally wouldn't help, and check up on somebody that you maybe not have checked up on for a while. All the things, being great, being better as a whole person. That's what Fierce is about. Being unique, being different, and not apologizing for it. Being dope and not apologizing for it. And having a vision in alignment with what the Lord says and not apologizing for it. So we're going to see y'all soon. Stay tuned, okay? It's enough of the pleasantries, y'all. Just wait. Pray for me, though, in the waiting, okay? Pray for clear vision and sound mind, strength, blessings, abundance for me, so I can do all that He wants me to do for you. Stay fierce.